Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and this is your outlook for March 26, 2015. We have an area of low pressure that's going to be moving pretty much right across our coverage area here today. Give us an early chance of showers and thunderstorms across our eastern areas, the areas that I'm circling right here. Everywhere else should remain, for the most part, dry, except for a few isolated showers that pop up. I'm going to show you the NAM simulated radar here in a minute. Here is the area of low pressure sitting over southwestern PA. It's going to be moving off in this direction like this. There's going to be an associated cold front associated with this area low pressure that is going to be drug through the area as well. Cold front sitting back here like this. That's going to be pushing through. We're going to go to the next frame here and show you what's going on after this point. Now the models, some models are indicating that ahead of this cold front, which of course is sitting back here, here's your low pressure right here. Ahead of this cold front, of course, there's going to be southerly winds, very warm air surge out ahead of this that might get all the way up to at least I-78, we think, and then into portions of northern New Jersey up to New York City. So you should have 60s or above in that area, and even some 70s popping up here, maybe across Delaware. And extreme southern areas might hit 70 degrees, but some models are in disagreement exactly how warm it gets, just because it doesn't. There's some indications they might even see the sun for a little bit on Thursday afternoon, and there's a little bit of a lull from what is going on in the morning and what's coming in the afternoon or the evening, which is all this stuff here. This will be coming in the evening with the cold front, but there might be just enough clearing in here. And if you get a little bit of clearing, that will help to destabilize the atmosphere enough to where you could increase the strength of the storms that are expected in the evening hours here. So we got morning storms here, morning rain and storms over the far eastern areas. Everywhere else, just an isolated shower. Okay, so that's extreme eastern PA. All of New Jersey, Delaware, you're all in the threat for that. That's in the morning, and then we have a break until about maybe at least mid-afternoon. Mid-afternoon we'll have some showers and storms starting moving to our far northwestern areas, but everywhere else it's going to be in the evening hours that you're going to have some storms roll in with this front here, and then going to the next frame that just moves through and pushes through the area here. Now I'm going to go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar to show you what I'm talking about. First of all, for the early showers and storms, they're going to be confined to our far eastern areas. Here's what we're talking about. You can see all these showers and storms popping up here. This is 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock. You see where it is? Extreme eastern portions of Pennsylvania here. And it already was across Delaware at this point, but across New Jersey as well. You can see this big cluster here of showers and storms, but they're just confined right here for the most part. Everything up here, far northwest, this is outside our coverage area here. So, that might be going on here. It might be an isolated shower somewhere else, but the concentration will be right here. These have been mostly elevated convection, which means we're talking about more like thunder showers, not thunderstorms per se. Thunder showers, you can hear rumbles of thunder with those heavier embedded showers. And going a little bit further here, here's early afternoon, and then this kind of pushes off here pretty quickly, about 1, 2 o'clock. Then we had this break. Here's that lull we're talking about, that little break in between the action here. Nothing going on. This is where you might see the sun come out. This is where you might see the surge in temperatures. Let's go over to the temperature map real quick just to give you an idea. At the highest point on Thursday, this is your 60-degree line right here. 60-degree line is right about here. So you got all 60s here below south of this line. I know this is saying 58 here, but for the most part, 60 or above south of the line. All right, 70s across much of Maryland, Northern Virginia. It's going to be very warm here, and you get this surge of warmth coming in here. And the reason you're getting this surge is because some of the models here are showing it, especially in these areas, the sun's starting to come out a little bit. And if that's the case, that will fuel any storms that come through. So we're going to keep an eye on that, just in case. But right now we're keeping it below severe limits, even below the approaching severe limits. I think it's going to be something more like you could have a few strong wind gusts for the second half. Maybe a few, some small hail. I think in the morning your wind gust threat really isn't there. The more elevated convection, not just pop-up storms. The stuff in the that we're talking about in the evening coming in here is more linear. You can see that a line segment going here. Anything linear, of course, has the potential to put down some wind gusts with it. Wind gusts probably 40, 45 maybe. Not a big deal. And that pushes off, and then you have some residual rain showers overnight here. And we go all the way up to about 4 o'clock in the morning and still see that going on here. So we're going to have the showers go into early Friday morning, very early, I think, and then it's going to clear out, clouds giving way to sun. And then as we get into Saturday, you might have a few flurries come across the area here. Wouldn't be surprised to see that, especially early on where you get a few snow flurries going on here. You know, some of the models are indicating a little inverted trough. We'll keep an eye on that, but I really don't think that's going to be a big deal, at least not yet, but we'll keep an eye on that just in case. And then high pressure is going to move in here for Sunday, bright and sunny skies, sitting right over top of the area. So this is a no-brainer forecast for Sunday. Bright sunshine, probably not a cloud in the sky, bright blues. Temperatures are going to be increasing a little bit from what they were on Saturday. Saturday, the bottom's going to drop out as far as temperatures are concerned. Well, temperatures stuck in the 30s in many locations until you get down to here by Philadelphia. It might hit 40 there, but everywhere else pretty much cold and stuck in the 30s and unseasonably cold for this time of year. Of course, normal highs are between 50 and 55 across much of the coverage area here. So, you know, it's definitely below normal, well below normal. But we will start warming up as the high pressure moves off to the south. Again, another front coming in here that should be in here on Monday, the Monday-Tuesday time frame. Out ahead of it, you get the warmth, and you're going to have temperatures rising once again. So this up and down is going to continue, and I think it's going to continue for a while. We're not going to get any sustained warmth or sustained cold, probably for the next, probably till about April 8th, 9th, 10th time frame, somewhere in there, between the 7th and 10th. I think that's a good estimate right now of when we can start seeing a flip abruptly to sustained warmth that you would expect for this time of year in spring. Until then, we're going to have up and down, and where winter's not going to let go for a couple days, and it's going to look like you see signs of it warming up for a couple days, and you're like, right back in the tank again. And I think it's going to continue. Hopefully, if you're done with winter, we're not timing these cold snaps. One of these cold snaps with a storm that has been indicated, like on some of the long range models for next weekend. The following weekend, I'm talking about Easter weekend. You know, it's still 10 days out, so we're not jumping on anything like that at this point. So if you hear anything that we're getting a blizzard next weekend, just dismiss that. You know, if we were here, we're talking about under 5 days, we might give it a little more consideration, but it's still 10 days away. So just take one thing at a time. Just enjoy the warmth today. If you're looking for the warmer temperatures here, definitely will be warmer temperatures. Even the areas that are up to the north here that won't hit 60, it still will be above normal in many locations. So, you know, just enjoy the warmer temperatures, especially if you're in the southern areas here. I know it'll be raining, but it won't be the entire day today. Morning for just areas east, and then later this evening for everybody as that cold front comes through from west to east. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for March 26th, 2015. Have a great Thursday.